Shalom. We give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles for the education and knowledge. That the Wadi Bashem Yeshua put in the spirit of the elders and apostles so we become edified regarding knowing this truth and knowledge and learning this truth and knowledge. Call Holy Yah Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Rakakadash. Give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Rakakadash. I want to do some verses relating to pain. Revelations 21:4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, no sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So the pain that we're going through right now, these things are going to be what it is, a memory, man. So all the Lord's going to wipe all the tears away from our eyes. There'll be no more death, no more pain, no more sin, no more sorrow, no more crying. And the former things, the things that we have to deal with now are going to be but a memory, they're going to be a memory, man. Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And that glory ultimately is everlasting life. And that change, that transition of change for Esau, for a transition of an age, end of an age to a new age, that's going to be in righteousness. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, which is the end of an age and period of rulership. And Jacob's the beginning that follows. So a new one's going to take its place, man. So the pain at the things, the suffering relates to the trials and tribulations. The pain at the present time is not worthy to be compared to what's to come, man. The scripture talks about for great tribulation to the next kingdom, man. So much great tribulation and things that we have to go through, man. Let's go to 1 Peter 4:12 and 19. Beloved, thing is not strange concerning the fiery trials, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. The fiery trials relate to the carnal and physical. And that's the overall the pain, man. But rejoice inasmuch as ye partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye be glad also with exceeding joy. So his glory be revealed, man. When he comes back, man, it takes what's rightfully his, man. If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of the glory and of the God rested upon you. On their part he is evil spoken, but on your part he is glorified. So to the righteous, to the men, he's glorified, but to everyone else he's evil spoken, man. That's the unbelievers and people of the world for the most part. But let none of you suffer as a murderer or a thief or as an evildoer or as a busybody in other men's matters. Pretty much everybody else, man. The scripture talk about certain characteristics that will not inherit in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, man. And these are some of the characteristics: a murderer, a thief, an evildoer, a fornicator, a idolater, for example. 16. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify Yahweh on his behalf. Glorify is exalting, man, exalting that name. 17. For the time is to come that judgment must begin in the house of Yahweh. That's important one. 1 Peter 4 and 17. So judgment is going to begin in the house of Israel, man. And if it first begins at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? And that's the rest of everybody else, man. So it's going to be, it begins with the house of Israel first. So how much more with the ones who are not a part of that equation? which is these other nations of people, man. And that relate the scripture talk about with the sinner and the unbeliever, man. Number 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, because the righteous is going to be scarcely, and scarcely is barely. Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So if the righteous are scarcely or barely saved, what chance does the ungodly and the sinner appear? Zero. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of Yahweh commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing, as into the faithful Creator. And that suffering goes to pain, man. Let's go to Psalms 41:3. Lord will strengthen him upon the bed of languishing. Thou will make all his bed in his sickness, man. So you'll strengthen. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengthen me. That's Yahweh Shai. So all things we can do through strengthening, believing in faith, having that faith. Job 14:22, but his flesh upon him shall have pain, and his soul within shall mourn. So carry the matters to extremity against him, and so carrying pretty much the pain of our own bodies and the grief of our own minds, man. So taking that burden of those things, man. As Job had to suffer much things, man. He suffered that pain, the loss of family and different things, man. So enduring that, man. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, the thoughts of peace and not evil. So the Lord thinks of peace and not evil, to give you an expected end. So the Lord has no pleasure seeing his people in pain, man. But if his people disobeyed and were disobedient, not doing accordingly, they had to be punished, man. But the Lord has no pleasure of seeing these things, man. So he only wants it for peace, man, but not evil. And that evil goes to all the things that comes with that evil, the trials, the tribulations, the pain. So he only wants a peace and give you an expected end. The end that expects is one that's beneficial for his people, man. Job 30:17, my bones are pierced in me in the night season, and my sinews take no rest. Sinews, the muscles, and everything relating to what he's going through, the suffering, the pain. So he has no rest, man. He is chastened also with pain upon his bed, and the multitude of his bones with strong pain. Job 33:19. So he's going through it, man. He's going through the adversities, the trials and tribulations, man. And Scripture talks about gird thy loins up like a man, man. Gird thy loins up, man. Because when you question in Yahweh Shem Yashah, he said, gird thyself up, man. Gird thyself up like a man, man. Let's go to some more scriptures on pain and hurt. Psalms 147:3, he healeth the broken in heart and bind up their wounds, man. So he heals their pain and the broken heart, the one is in a contrite type spirit. Yes, contrite type spirit. Now it goes with Psalms 34:18. I'll read that now. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and save such to be of a contrite spirit. A broken heart, a contrite spirit. Humbled, man. Philippians 4:6 and 7. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known to the Lord. What's your request? Through prayer, man. The Lord knows what you need, man. But it's about prayer, faith, and prayer, man. And the peace of Yahweh, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds, because your heart and mind, read it again. And the peace of Yahweh, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Hamashiach Yahushai. Go to 1 Corinthians 14:33, Yahweh is not author of confusion, but of peace, as in the churches of the saints, the prophets. So the Lord is not an author of confusion, man. You know, scriptures are faithful and true, man. You know, these scriptures are faithful and true. So the Lord is not an author of confusion. Whatever it represents, that's what it means, man. Let's go to Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Shepherd takes care of the sheep. He maketh me to lie down in green pasture. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Ye though I walk through the valley of what? Shadow of death. We in the shadow of death. I will fear no evil, for thou art with thee. For thou art with thee, for thy rod, thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table for me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So, having that comfort, knowing these things, man. Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and knowledge. So the wicked despise the wisdom and instruction, man, relating to the scriptures, man. But the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. And also humility, man. Being humble and having that fear of the Lord is the beginning of that, receiving that knowledge and taking that instruction, man. Let everything be done indecently in order, man. First of Corinthians 14 and 40. So part of that order is humbling down and begin to take that humble and fear the Lord, and begin to take that the instructions, and building that knowledge, man. Hebrews 9 and 27, as it is pointed into men wants to die, but after this the judgment. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know I'll read it again. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord. And that's towards his people. The thoughts of peace. Because the Lord wants peace for his people, and not evil. To give you an expected end. To an end that's going to benefit you ultimately in the long run. Relating to the nation of Israel. That special peculiar people, relating to Deuteronomy 14 and 2, relating to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, man. That special peculiar people. That special and peculiar people, that's the people that will separate among all the other 17 nations, from the 17 nations, because there's 18 of them. So that's that special peculiar people that the Lord chose, that holy, that peculiar, that special people, man. So they're not like anybody else, man. They run on a different frequency, man, than all the other nations, man. That's why they're a separate and special people, man. That's who the Lord chose. Let's get read a few scriptures here. I will say the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. That refuge, that fortress, man. That's that hedge, that protection, man. He shall cover thee with his feathers, that's the angels, into under his wings. Scripture talks about the angels shall encamp around thee. So that's that protection. His truth shall be a shield and a buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that fleeth by day, nor of the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 shall fall at thy right side, but it shall not come near thee, So that's that protection, man. Only thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And the reward of the wicked is that recompense of judgment upon the wicked, man. There shall no evil befall thee, near any plague come nigh thy dwellings, pestilence, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in thy hands, unless thou dash thy foot up against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon a lion and adder, a young lion and a dragon shalt thou trample under the feet. Because he have set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he have known my name. That's the ones that believe. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him, honor him. With a long life I will satisfy him and shew him my salvation. This is just a few scriptures relating to pain and hurt. I'll read Romans 8:18 again. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time, which is right now, are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And that glory ultimately is everything new in righteousness, man. Last one, Revelations 21:4. And God shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes. I read these two before, but I'll read them again. And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, man. So no death, no sorrow, no pain, no mortality, because the wages of sin are what? Is death, man. No sinning. Things will be changed, man. For the former things are passed away, and those former things are all these combined, man. Relating to the death, sorrow, crying, pain, sin. Right now, what you see, this is going to be all what it is. These going to be all the former things, man, because in righteousness, man, it will surely come, man. And that's what's to come, man. Where everything will be like it's supposed to be, man. That was this is something short. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash, your brother Zayab, which means wolf. I hope this helps whoever listens in some way. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash. Shalom. Thanks.